Hello, Leo. Welcome to your May Tarot Scope with me, Morgan. I want to check the sound just for a second. I'm sorry, I should have done that before I pressed play. That's very arrogant of me. I don't mean to. Because I want to make sure that you hear me well, right? Okay. Let's see, recording, microphone. Okay, we're good. Technically, you should be able to hear me. Messages for Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising for the month of May 2018. This is for you. I'm a goofball. If you're new to this channel, you're probably thinking to yourself, what the fuck is wrong with this girl? First card out, the Star. Okay, I'm repenting. Repenting? Never mind. The Star. Great start. This card is tricky because everyone, well, not everyone, but most books will tell you hope, creativity, true love, inspiration, divine guidance. Yeah, definitely. But you know, life is never that simple, right? What do I mean by that? Notice in this card, well, all the decks actually. This is the Morgan Greer deck, which I kind of like because it's cute. But you can see that it's nighttime, but it's really bright. The star is shining, and there's a lot of light. Night and day, darkness and light. That's the paradox of our life. Complexity. Good and the bad, the righteous and the wrong, the pretty and the ugly, the angels and the demons. This card is the story of the Pandora box. Pandora opened the box where Zeus hid all the truth about life. And from that box, it's the curiosity that killed the cat. And from that box came out all the demons, all the darkness, all the evil of the world. But with it, finally, after every shitty thing came out hope. What does it say? What does it mean about the Star card? The card of love and purity. To get there, to get to true love, to get to the fountain of youth. This card speaks of the fountain of youth. It's a hell of a journey. Not necessarily outside that you have to go out and find treasures and prove yourself worthy to Zeus. I mean, could be. Next card. Eight of Swords in reverse. Great start. Great start. Let me finish the story and connect everything together. A journey within. Where are all the demons hidden? In our subconscious, in our childhood, in our stomach. The things that make us tick. We think we're in control. Right, we think we're leading the way, especially Leos, right? We're always in control. But there are really small wheels in the back of our mind and in our stomach that are actually turning events. Events meaning our thoughts, our emotions, our reactions, the way we choose to operate, Once you dig in there and acknowledge everything and process everything and you know, you can't fix a problem that you don't acknowledge. You can't study an equation that you don't know all of its, you know, variables. Sorry, my English. I'm not a Native American. If you're here for the first time, you can't find your purity before you dive into the mud. This card, you either dove into the mud and went through some pretty dark night of the soul and found your truth, and found your inspiration and found your light, cleared out all the pain. And now you're really free to actually feel life from a clean canvas kind of point of view. This is the part of the creativity. It's also the card of the artists. Or you inspire to this, or maybe Spirit is guiding you there because we do have this card in the first card come out. And then that's what you need to do. You want to find your inspiration. You want to find your creativity, your fountain of youth. You want to open the blockages. You want to truly manifest and have clear communication with the universe and break through the cycles of karma. You have to dive into your pain. You can't cover it with everything is fine. Because, hey, guess what? Not everything is fine. Nothing is never completely fine. This is not euphoria. This is planet Earth. Welcome. Start by not lying to yourself, by being true with yourself. Acknowledge your pain, and then purity will come. Good news, you're on the right track because I have 8 of Swords in reverse. You are breaking through your own prison of thought, your thought mechanism, the cycle, the thing that you keep repeating. You know, the negative aspect of your subconscious. The fears that keep haunting you, the thing that keeps cycling back to you, where you think everything's okay, and then suddenly something triggers you, and your brain is you find out that your brain is still in that place that is fearing something or worried about something or whatever. And this is the thing you now are really encouraged to heal. And it shows me that you're on track because I have the Star upright, the 8 of Swords in reverse. If you were a part of a betrayal, say a third-party situation, cheating, whatever, emotions were unclear, truth was unclear, now things are starting to unveil and be clear. You will find yourself knowing where you stand. Doesn't necessarily mean that you stand where you want to stand, but at least you'll know. Next card come up, Queen of Cups. Okay, this is a very sexual combination and can relate to an affair. Queen of Cups can represent Scorpio, but I'm not going to the zodiac sign of it. I'm going to the energy of it. A lot of deep emotions and sexuality. It's also the psychological aspect of the star just strengthens it. Queen of Cups is very intuitive, very deep. She's not afraid to go in and discover how she truly feels, good or bad. The star tends to want to just kind of color everything with bright colors. Pandora wanted to discover that the box was full of only nothing but angels and pink stuff. Well, guess what happened? But there's a sense of breaking through the denial and the mechanism, willingness to go inside your psychology and your intuition. And this is also some of you will relate to what I'm about to say. It's hard to tell the difference between our intuition and our will, right? Between our intuition and our fears. Why? Because all of it sits in our stomach. When I feel something good is about to happen, is it truly my clear intuition, my clear clairvoyance, or it's just like, wishful thinking? When I'm really shaking and scared that something horrible is about to happen, is it really my clairvoyant, clear intuition, or is it my fears? This is a time for you to learn how to analyze and kind of separate between, in your stomach, make like different rooms. This is where my intuition sits. This is where my fears sit. This is where my hopes sit. Understand who's where and what. Control them. Don't let them control you. So this is a strong spiritual and psychological guidance from these cards. Another card that falls, Ace of Swords. There you go. Clarity is coming. This is exactly what I was just saying. Divide the sections of your heart and of your stomach. Divide the room into sections. The Ace of Swords is very clear, very cut through, very sharp truth, very sharp intuition. It's also the universe unveiling itself to you, the truth to you. If there was anything unclear, anything kind of mishy-mashy, it will all come to the surface. Time to make strong decisions. If this is the narrative of you don't know who you want to be with or what, and you don't know where you stand, now's the time to make a decision and cut through. If it's 2 women, 1. Let's clarify. Oh, all right. Okay. 2 of Pentacles in reverse. 2 of Pentacles upright, knows the truth inside but can't make a decision. And the reason they can't make a decision is not because anything reasonable other than their own fears. What is it that I have to lose? What is it that I have to gain? Pessimism, doubts, fears that come from childhood and from the mechanism of how I'm used to thinking of things are about to go wrong. When it's in reverse, it's either like, okay, truth will either fall on you because you just couldn't make a decision. This is also a push from the universe, the Ace of Swords. Okay. Or it's like they're telling you, listen, if you don't make a decision soon, a decision will be made for you. Some of you, if you're thinking about going overseas, hold on with it. There could not, I don't want to say yet to hold on with it. It might be complicated. Know all the details. Also, if you are a guy that is playing 2 women, know that the 2 women will come the upper hand and you will be in reverse. Women are really tapping into their power. You know? The whole divide and conquer thing is not going to work for you. That's what I'm saying. It will come back and bite you in the ass. Alright, a card that kind of flipped while I was mixing the cards. Your card. Queen of... this says Rod, so confused with Queen of Wands. August, Leo. Any other fire. But hey, what do you know? Another queen. Some of you who are dabbling, 4 of Pentacles. Yeah, okay. So you're holding on to someone, to something that has charisma and control over you. But the guidance of your choice needs to be the star. The star is stronger than any earthly queen. So yeah, this is the queen of the fire element. Great. And there's the queen of the water element. Wonderful. But if it, you know, the major arcana, these are goddesses. They're not like for one element. They're all the elements. The star, notice she's like playing with all the elements and making a creation. And specifically because this is inspiration oriented, choose the individual or the path that leads to your inspiration, creativity, fountain of youth, almost childlike naivety. You know, it doesn't have to make sense. Don't go according to the fearful sense. Okay? Go according to the hopeful, not delusional, but kind of fantasy-oriented option. It won't fail you with the Ace of Swords. The 4 of Pentacles hold on to what they know. With the 8 of Swords holding on to your fears. But it's in reverse, and I have cards of, you know, Ace of Swords and the Star. It gives me hope. I think you're like really in a paradox kind of inside of your mind. Many of us are. You're not alone in this, Leo. Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's an energy thing because the energies are shifting now. So we're all living kind of in a 2-world kind of situation. The old versus the new. The existing versus the potential. The reality versus the dream. You are in bottom of the deck. Okay, I'll take it. I'll take it because I have another Leo. Strength card. Amazing. Strength card is also a card of creativity and charisma and light. Many of you are either working with children or leading something creative that could have to do with children. King of Wands, the Emperor. Very strong fire here. Very strong fire. Either you or someone in your life with a very strong fire element is really coming towards you, or you're coming towards them. Eight of Wands, Judgment, Hierophant, Two of Cups, Six of Swords, and all of it is happening in the next month or two because I have here the Queen of Pentacles, the Page of Swords. Okay, let's put them aside for now. We'll go deeper in the extended where we'll be having two Celtic cross readings. So this is a new thing. As of this month, I'm giving you extended readings. Sorry, I don't know what happened to me. So I can talk a lot and then suddenly my words just kind of... Extended readings on my Vimeo, link below in the information box. You will have two Celtic cross spreads. Before I open the cards and give you the interpretation of each of the Celtic cross, you will choose which one speaks to you more, because there will be two decks on the table. You will choose one, and then you will just listen to my interpretation of the one you chose. You can obviously listen to both of them. There's always something to learn because there's a lot of spiritual guidance in every reading that I do. But you will know that your specific narrative is more oriented towards the one you chose. Great. Let's look at the cards. So, King of Wands can be Aries, especially because I have the Emperor here, who's also Aries. Could be a very strong fire sign because I have a lot of Leo here, I have a lot of Aries here. It could be Sagittarius. Maybe you have two fire signs. I don't know. The Judgment, the Hierophant, Two of Cups, and Two of Swords. Okay, there's definite travel here with someone who's either making an offer to you or you making an offer to them. It comes from a very truthful, mature, intuitive, kind of tapped into source place. There's a lot of inspiration here, guys, a lot of intuition, a lot of spiritual guidance. And the Judgment tells me that it's something, especially because I have the Six of Swords, the Judgment tells me that it's something that will really help you tap into your truth, into your essence, because there's so much of your elements here of the fire. And it's definitely a romance-oriented travel. Now, if you're not traveling, maybe you're moving. If you're not moving, maybe it's something really passionate that happens really fast, and then you're taking a little trip together. I don't know, but very strong, fast energy. Very supported by the universe, especially with the star. I have here power couples. I have here King of Rods and Queen of Wands. King of Wands and the Queen of Wands. Great. I have here Two of Cups. And because we started with the Eight of Swords in reverse and the Queen of Cups, I feel like some of you are leaving someone behind in order to start something new with someone else. Or they are leaving someone behind to start something new with you. If it's been like, you know, Twilight Zone kind of, or not clear, or kind of stretchy so far, maybe it was happening behind the scenes, you weren't even aware. It's now going to happen really, really fast with divine timing. Because you really tapped into your truth, or your counterpart has really tapped into their truth. Into their deep, what's the word? I don't want to say destiny, but, I slept the word. Essence. Your true essence. You're no longer trying to run away from who and what you are. You really understand what is your power, what is your truth, what are your colors, what are your elements, and you're just tapping into them, and you're not, you know, you're not shy anymore. You're just showing it out in the world. You're like literally reborn. You're like willing to screaming out, this is who I am, this is what I am, look at me. If it's the two of you, so the two of you are like, hip, here we are. Look at us. There's a lot of really positive energy. So if it's starting with a little bit confusion, it's really going away. And really listen to your intuition on this one. And take a leap of faith. Really listen to your intuition and take a leap of faith. Yeah, someone, this is what it is. Someone has been being either held overseas or in a different geographical area from you, or it's you from them. But there is movement towards May, especially with the Eight of Wands. It's like, so the Eight of Swords in reverse here with the Eight of Wands are directly connected because it's 8 and 8. Whatever was holding you back or the other person back, it's now being lifted. It's being cut out. And now there's like, you know, like imagine an animal being held and captive with a lot of energy and can't move, and then suddenly the doors are open, the cage is unlocked, and it just storms. But it's very positive because look, it's very real, it's very serious. It's not something flaky that will just, you know, like a fire that will come and burn and go. It's something very, very stable and grounded. This is also the Taurus card. Very eye to eye, very balanced. Some of you are working on your own endeavors. There's a lot of freelancers here and independence and entrepreneurship kind of energy. If you're trying to do something creative, artistic in your profession, I'm really encouraging to do so. It's really time to either invest in it or take a leap of faith or just go with it because you're really ready. You know what you're doing. You're very, very talented. There's so much beauty in this reading. You have the strength of the leader, you know. This is a very strong spiritual leader, and this is a very strong financial, practical, work kind of leader. And this combination is a very powerful combination. So if you're in a partnership of work, good partnership, it's wonderful. And if this is you or someone coming into your life or around you, very trustworthy, very strong, very present. Own up to their words. Their word is, you know, it's everything. Truth is everything to them. Truth is everything. Maybe it's you. Strong 8, 8, 8. And in the Two of Pentacles, I also have 8. Yeah, some of you are either going to go through a crazy life shift or expansion or growth. That has to do with your independence. A lot of financial independence here. Really allow, if you've been kind of wondering if you should go to, you know, to do something creative that is yours or not, do it no matter how, you know. I think you're already doing this. I think I'm just like seeing what if there's leftovers of fears, just really just kind of throw them into the ocean. You will discover the fountain of youth. You will discover your young soul from this. Like, you will feel really rejuvenated. I want to reorganize this again for 1 second, but according to my numerology that I have in my head and how I look at cards. So give me 1 second. 4, 4, 4, 2, 2. Sorry, I'm yattering to myself. I'll be right back. 8, 8, 8. Strength. And judgment. Here, I'm gonna have her be. Okay, I got it. I have it. I know what I'm doing now. Sorry. I want to make sure that you can see what I have going on. So all kinds of stuff going on here. All right. Okay, I got it. I got it. So, definitely partnership. One strong individual was really being tapped into their element, kind of putting behind someone who wasn't or no longer a part of their element, and finding you. Or, maybe you're this person in this reading, though I don't think so. This is a tarot scope for Leos, right? So you're either this individual or this individual. There is a certain journey that needs to be taken, either someone coming towards you or you're going there, or maybe you're moving or expanding. 888. 8. This is Queen of Rods is August, Leo, so it's 8. 1, 2, 3, 4 8s. The Emperor is 4. King of Wands is April. It's 4. 4 of Pentacles. 4, 4, 4. 6 and 1. Okay. Bear with me. So let's talk. Numerology. Ancient Babylon numerology. I don't do the Pythagoras numerology, not because I have anything against it, but because I have the more ancient Babylon numerology in my head since childhood. It's just how I treat numbers. 4 and 8 are very karmic numbers that when they connect together, there's a lot of energy going on there. Now, sometimes I'm not happy about seeing people who are strong 4 and strong 8 together because it could be painful as well. But in this reading, there's a lot of awareness. Like, it's almost crazy. Like the Star, the Hierophant, the Strength and Judgment, and Ace of Swords. There's nothing but truth here. Like, you guys are being so honest. The other person is being so honest. Both of you, or everything involved. Again, either romance or work. It's so truth oriented. It's so divine inspiration oriented. You're so tapped into your essence. It's really amazing. And it's like, so the universe is like really into it. So it's really aligning with the story to kind of help it happen. Bottom of the deck, another Queen, Queen of Pentacles. Earth element could be Taurus. I have strong Taurus here. She's Taurus and the Hierophant is Taurus. Sense of belonging, of home. Some of you are having a really hard time letting go of property or money. You just want to be where you feel safe, and I understand that. If you are called to do a certain change and you're worried because it might challenge your sense of what you know, your habits, where you live, I don't think that the change will lead to destruction. I think the change might lead to even greater sense of belonging, but it will take time. Right now, the next month is the working towards it, and then you'll feel everything shifting and kind of. But you will also always have this inner knowing and kind of serendipitous events around you telling you it's okay. We're leading you to safety. Spirit is guiding this. Good, truthful, positive karma is coming. Oh, this is fun. Yeah, there's a lot of queens on the table. I have the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Wands, and the Queen of Pentacles. The only queen that is missing is the Queen of Swords, which maybe is good because we want a little bit of feeling safe and happy and creative and not too much overthinking things, because when we overthink things, we get into a cycle of like craziness in our head, and we need to kind of let it go of the thinking and allow the current to kind of take us, to show us the path. You have some really good guidance around you and inside of you. I'll see a lot of good intuition, a lot of truth. I know I'm repeating myself, this is just fun. If you were involved with several queens. If you're going to be involved with several queens, you're going to have fun. There's, you know, the truth is calling to stop playing games, because it's not. So when we play games with others, we play games with ourselves. If we divide our energy, it's because our energy is divided, right? When we give little to different people, it's because we have little to give. It's also fear. This calls you to harness your energy of the oneness, of the wholeness. And be full with yourself and with what you present to the world and how you treat others. Be whole, holistic. But you know, some of you, it's not the narrative. Some of you are just like, you know, if you're a woman or a divine feminine, you're really tapping into all your elements and kind of mastering all of the elements, and you're finding your royalty and your control and your power with different aspects of your life. And you're feeling really, really aligned with your earth, with your water, with your fire, with your desires and wills, with your emotion and intuition and flow, and with your practicality and work and finances. Or this person coming towards you might be offering you that, all this like holistic sense of control over your life. This could also represent working as a team on something. If you're traveling as a group somewhere to work on something. Okay, there's a lot of beautiful narratives here. So, okay. Great month of May. In your extended, I will do 2 Celtic cross readings. Before I open them, each to their turn, you will choose which one is your deck, which one speaks to you more, and then you'll know your more accurate narrative. I will also conclude with a rune, the monthly rune for your May. Also, those of you who want to be person of knowledge, shamans, spiritual warriors, if you want to learn tarot, I started a tarot masterclass. Every Sunday, I already posted the first episode, and every Sunday a new lesson will be posted. It will be 2 videos each Sunday. First, the basics of whatever card I'm teaching on my YouTube channel. It's called Tarot Masterclass Basics. From there, you will move. There will be a link. You can also see the link in the information box to my Vimeo channel, where you can find also my extended and also my Tarot Masterclass BUNKAI. BUNKAI is the secret application, the hidden truth behind what is seemingly on the surface. So there's the regular interpretation of the card, inner strength, control, beauty, charisma, harnessing the beast. Yeah, beautiful. And then there's the BUNKAI, the white magic. What we did to break down the walls of psychology, of characteristics, of what we think we know, and open ourselves completely to see, not look, to see through the matrix, be completely aligned with the universal will, and basically have our life be nothing but beautiful serendipity. Did you know that about the strength card? Yeah. So every card has its basics and has its secrets. So you'll have the basics and the BUNKAI. Anyway, I'm going to conclude this reading with an oracle card. Divine Circus Oracle by Lana Fairchild. I really love these. So let me kind of organize the table. I like things pretty. I'm a Taurus. Je suis une bête sauvage. I'm not going to tell you what it means. If you understand, you understand. Okay. Thank you. Dear Divine Circus Oracle, Spirit, please, I want one card for the month of May for my Leos, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, or anyone who's cross-watching. If it speaks to you, it speaks to you. Leo, May 19th. Almost. We're not doing almost, remember? We're not dividing our energy. Okay, 1. The Juggler. If you're related to all the queens on the table, this must be for you. Let's read. It's number 30. And I'm going to read you the meaning of it from the book. I love magical books. It's so much fun. Look how pretty it is. Okay. I was a circus girl for sure in a past lifetime. For sure. Alright. There we go. The Juggler. First line, and I'm already like, I know this is our reading. Many projects in the air. Aspirations and inspirations everywhere. Action to take, commitment to make, and yet another will soon join the fray. Say yes, do not delay. It will all work out in the perfect way. I love this. This is so the Strength card. And Judgment. Like everything happens perfectly in the exact timing after we did the exact work. Alright. You are capable of many things, and you are too important an asset to the plan of love on this planet to be left idle. So life, the universe, and your own creative urges will ask a lot of you. There will be many inspirations, ideas, and dreams that you will yearn to bring to life in the world. You might wonder if it's all a bit too much for any one person to handle. You might feel you are juggling so much already that if even one more demand or idea comes through, you'll drop the balls already in the air and the whole damn thing will come undone. The Juggler is the master multitasker. He brings the skills, wisdom, and tricks you need to not only successfully bring to life all your current dreams and ideals, but to be open to even more flowing through you. How can you do this without getting overwhelmed? How can you do this without becoming drained or exhausted? How can you do this without getting stuck in fantasy and failing to really ground, and build each idea in the physical world, going through the rigors of taking a dream and turning it into a reality? He has the inside track. He knows 3 tricks on how to make this work. First, if you are overwhelmed, you are letting yourself get ahead of yourself, allowing your mind to move too far into the future. Bring it back to now, to just what can be done now. Let tomorrow take care of itself. All right, one thing at a time. Take care of each blessing, each project, each idea, one step at a time. If you keep thinking about it, it will drive you nuts. The 8 of Swords. Let it be upside down, reversed. Secondly, prioritize. What do you need to do most today and what can be left until later? And thirdly, remember that the Divine Circus is a troupe, a group filled with solo performers, but it is with their efforts combined that magic is created. Did I not say group endeavor? Did I not say that? I said that. I did. So ask for help and remember that your individual success is actually part of the greater group success. The universe wants you to succeed. It will keep an eye on the pots, on the boil, whilst you stir the one that is bubbling over now. I like that analogy. The Juggler lets you know that you are going to manage all that is going on in your life if you remember to stay present and relax. Deal with what is immediately happening and not worry about any other distractions. The more you do this, the more your juggling skill will improve. You'll not only handle all that is currently going on, but when another opportunity heads your way, you'll add it to the mix with grace rather than ending up with egg all over your face. You, as a healing trick, you can say, I am present. I dwell in the here and now. The more I relax, the more easily I see what is happening now and what I need to do. The more I relax, the easier it is to accomplish my tasks. I juggle with ease and grace. Everything happens at the right time and in the best possible way. This is true now and every day. I love you, Leo. See you in the second and the extended. Happy May. Mwah.